This week, a South Bend hoop star in Indiana is staying very close to home. Must feel like an early Christmas for an Ohio offensive tackle, as November has had a boatload of offers seeking his services. And a two-way star in the trenches on the west side of Michigan has just revealed his top 5 of where he will one day take his talents. That and more coming up on the State Champs Scout Show. Welcome back to another edition of the recruiting show covering the state of Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. This is State Champs Scout Show. I'm Lauren Plant with a holiday table full of delicious dishes. This program powered by Lawrence Technological University in Southfield, Michigan. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare. Our resident expert, Ryan Van Dyke, will be along to continue his analysis of the top 5 habits of highly recruited athletes. The table's set. Let's dig in.
This is Alan True with your latest in recruiting news from around the state of Ohio. Iowa and Wake Forest have offered Medina junior quarterback Drew Aller. This is after seeing film from a season where Aller helped his team to a regional championship, passing for 2,962 yards and 26 touchdowns. A big prototypical quarterback prospect at 6'5", 220 pounds, Aller also has offers from Iowa State, Pittsburgh, and more. He also has many other Power 5 programs giving him a close look. Pickerington Central's Tyler Gillison, a 6'3", 240-pound junior, was offered by West Virginia, his first offer from a Power 5 program. Gillison can play inside or outside at the next level and has several other offers, including Cincinnati and Toledo. It has been a huge month for Olentangy Liberty's Carter Smith, a 6'6", 260-pound offensive tackle. He had offers from Virginia, Indiana, Wake Forest, West Virginia, and Iowa State, all within the month of November. An all-district selection this season, he has 9 offers in total, including Duke and Louisville. He also carries a 3.0 GPA in the classroom and has a big athletic prospect with an ideal frame who finishes his blocks. Gio Albanese, a senior nose guard from Cincinnati St. Xavier, has picked up an offer from Air Force. Albanese had an excellent season for the Bombers, earning first-team all-conference honors while helping them win a state championship. He also carries a 3.7 GPA in the classroom and also plays baseball. Several other schools have offered, including St. Francis, Robert Morris, and Gannon, but Air Force is his first at the FBS level. That's it for recruiting news this week. I'm Alan True.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices. I'm Lauren Plant with the latest recruiting news from the state of Michigan. North Branch linebacker and fullback Drake Deshetsky announced his commitment last week to a program that has a great history in his family, Grand Valley. His dad, Dan, a former All-Stater at North Branch, went on to earn all GLIAC honors at GVSU, and he's currently defensive coach for the North Branch Broncos. The younger Deshetsky got an offer from the Lakers in May, worked out on a visit in August. He also had offers from Northwood, Siena Heights, Penn, and Columbia. The 6'2", 235-pound Deshetsky racked up 41.5 tackles, 2 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss, and an interception on defense this season, adding 174 receiving yards and 402 rushing yards with 9 total touchdowns on offense. After a 1-8 season in 2017, the Broncos have gone 24-6 in Deshetsky's 3 varsity seasons, including a 9-0 mark this year with a BWAC title and the program's first ever district crown. Back in the spring, Deshetsky was honored with the Free Press I Am Sport Award for his lifelong mentorship of a mentally disabled classmate, Drew. Former Anvil candidate Raquan Buckley of Wyoming Godwin Heights named his top 5 schools on Friday: Cincinnati, Nebraska, Florida State, Minnesota, and Michigan State to the abbreviated list, shortened down from more than 23 total offers. It's also pared down from the top 11 he offered up back in October, before his original commitment date was pushed back to give himself more time to consider his options. He'll make the final determination in the next week, make the announcement on December 5th. The 6'7", 280-pound defensive end and offensive tackle is a 3-star prospect, ranked among the top 15 players in Michigan's senior class and the top 50 defensive ends in the nation. As a senior, he was part of a Godwin Heights squad that went 2-5 this year, losing in the first round of the playoffs to Hamilton 10-7. Walled Lake Northern speedy Ryan Cornelius committed to Saginaw Valley State University last week. A slot receiver, cornerback, and punt and kick returner, the 6', 190-pound Cornelius scored touchdowns as a senior by way of reception, rush, interception return, and kick return. Ranked as a 2-star prospect by 24/7 Sports, Cornelius had offers from SVSU, Arkansas State, Findlay, Grand Valley, and Valparaiso. Cornelius runs a sub-5, 4.5-second 40-yard dash, scored twice in Northern's 17-7 upset of crosstown rival Western in October, just the third time the Knights had won in the series since the creation of the program in 2003. The Cardinals have also grabbed Waterford Kettering's Eric Kraft and East Point's Kamari Bennett this fall. Who's the next big play, Big Red at the next level? Might be Chippewa Valley's Cephas Harris III. The 5'8", 195-pound junior running back and slot receiver who runs a 4.5-second 40-yard dash received his first D1 offer last week from Youngstown State. Harris had 1,129 all-purpose yards, including 464 yards rushing and 466 yards on receptions for the Big Reds, who were 3-4 this season after a run of a 33-3 record over the previous 3 campaigns. Our newest addition to the Anvil Award lineup, Romeo defensive end Michael Heldman. He got his first NCAA FBS offer from Central Michigan, and he committed, now decommitting to Division II Grand Valley. Heldman had offers from an FCS program in Indiana State, as well as Valparaiso, Wayne State, Findlay, Lake Erie College, and Notre Dame College. He also had a roster spot offer from FCS Dayton. I'm Lauren Plants, and you're caught up in Michigan.
This is Ryan Van Dyke with State Champs Network. So I wanted to get to the last 3 things of habits of highly recruited athletes, all right? Number 1 is this is not gonna happen by itself. You need to reach out to the resources that are available at the school, talk to your coaches, talk to your parents. Perhaps it's somebody that graduated years before you that had a similar path that is what you want to take. What were all those steps that they had to get buttoned up to get to where they had to go? It's very important, guys, to have your academics in place, okay? Guidance counselors can help you figure out the dates of ACTs. They can help you figure out what your GPA needs to be. But really, I think it starts and ends with you and taking action toward your dream becoming a reality. Okay, number 2 is focusing on the fit for you and not necessarily the level, okay? College A really wants me, they think I'm a great person, they invited my family in. And College B doesn't really communicate that much with me, but it's where I grew up wanting to go. I can tell you this, guys, if you go somewhere where you're valued and you're wanted and it doesn't matter the level of which you play, all right? It might for you, but I'm thinking in terms of having a well-rounded college experience in terms of the athletics and in terms of the academics. And the people at each place, like what are they like, okay? So focusing on the fit for yourself and not the level is very important. Next week, we're gonna conclude this subject by talking about the last, but probably the most important thing of all. So I'll see you next week. This is Ryan Van Dyke, State Champs Network.
Lawrence Technological University understands the importance of visiting a campus before enrolling in your college career. Here in 2020, LTU is offering the next best thing. 2 virtual open houses with tons of ways for you to investigate everything this nationally recognized university has to offer. Simply known as Blue Devil Days, you can explore their renowned academic programs in architecture, design, engineering, technology, science, and business. There's also an opportunity to hear about the admissions process and an overview of financial aid. You'll end the day with a student panel able to speak to current LTU students specifically about their college experience. The virtual Blue Devil Days are Saturday, December 12th, so be sure to RSVP today before space runs out. Just head over to upcoming.ltu.edu, click on Events and Tours, and then click on Virtual Events. The next 4 years are going to be the most important of your life. Do yourself a service and check out Lawrence Technological University.
From Indiana, this is Scott Bernstein. South Bend is bucket heaven for Blake Wesley. He's been tickling twine in his hometown since he was a little boy. Now he'll be playing his college hoops there. Over the weekend, the South Bend Riley 6'5" shooting guard committed to Notre Dame, giving the Fighting Irish one of the Hoosier State's most dynamic natural scorers for the class of 2021. This kid's electric. He's scintillating. He's sensational. Long, sweet shooting, and a flawless finisher in traffic in the open floor. Wesley ripped the nets for 26 points per game last winter. He is a consensus 4-star recruit. Last month, he trimmed his college choices to Notre Dame, Purdue, Kansas State, Maryland, Xavier, and Creighton. Mr. Basketball is a legitimate goal for Wesley. Anyone who has watched him play the last few years can tell you that. Wesley is the second hometown hero ND head coach Mike Bray snagged for his 21 recruiting class. South Bend St. Joseph 6'7" small forward J.R. Konechny inked with the Fighting Irish earlier in the month. From the college football recruiting world, one of the top sophomores in the state, Andrean outside linebacker Drake Bowen, pulled an offer from Indiana this week. The speedy, intelligent, and hard-hitting 6'2" playmaker is tabbed a 4-star prospect and boasts offers from Arkansas, Cincinnati, and Ball State, in addition to the Hoosier offer that just came to his doorstep. Bowen recorded 80 tackles, 5 sacks, and caused 5 fumbles this fall in an 11-2 semi-state campaign for his prep squad. Signing off from Indiana, this is Scott Bernstein.
Just a reminder for our football fans out there, we've got state finals editions in all 3 states coming up. State champs at the state championships in Ohio. You can find it on the State Champs Ohio social pages or at statechampsnetwork.com or by downloading the free State Champs app. The Indiana State Finals show will premiere on Wednesday, December 2nd. And although we have to wait a while, the Michigan Football State Championship show will get you ready for the college football bowl season with coverage of all title tilts on Wednesday, December 30th. From all of us on the State Champ Scout team, have a terrific Thanksgiving. We will see you next week. State Champs Scout Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.